Today I am reviewing this fold-away rig by Racgting, the Challenger 301. And yeah, I'm going to be addressing, whether this type of rig is better than driving at a desk. Because, driving at a desk is kind of would this offer you a better experience? And then, of course, the fact that this thing can simply fold away and be stored away, it is perfect for people who do not have space for a big solid rig that is a permanent feature in your house. This thing you can move in front of your TV, you can race, and you don't even need to remove any of your pedals or equipment like you would have to perhaps in front of your PC. You can literally just fold it up, put it in a closet or wherever you want to store it, and yeah, whenever you want to race, you start racing. This is my first time reviewing a product of this nature, and I want to say very thank you to Racgting for actually sending me this rig out. Do your own homework, go and watch other reviews. As I said, it's my first time reviewing a rig like this, so I don't have a benchmark, I don't have a comparison to compare it to other competitors on the market. However, there are some quirks involved when it comes to this rigs. There are some things I think can be tweaked and improved a little bit, but overall my experience has been very, very good. When you start racing, you definitely get lost in, how the whole seat, everything. It is, spoiler, 100% is better than driving at a desk, for sure. And we're gonna have a deeper look and just show you the setup and how everything works. As you can see, I've got an 18 Newton meter wheelbase on here and a solid set of pedals, so it definitely can withstand the punishment. Let's have a look. This is me just setting up the rig, unboxing it, and setup is easy peasy. Total time about 14 minutes, and half that time was me just cutting loose cable ties. Now, the necessary disclaimer, Racgting did send this rig to me to make a review for you. If you'd like to purchase this rig yourself, it will set you back $280 or 245 euros. Racgting very kindly gave me a 10% discount code, and if you use my code, they know I sent you their way, and because of that, they sent a small commission my way. Thank you very much for watching. Let's go. Okay, so for me, the main selling point about a rig like this is the fact that you can simply just fold it away. You don't need to remove your wheelbase from your desk then to be able to work or, move anything drastically. It is really, really easy. I just take off my wheel. It folds up a little bit tighter if you remove your wheel. I take out my cables in the back, and see the cable here for my pedals. I just wrapped it around here, and this just stays here. It folds up very nicely with it. And it's as easy as folding it. Let me show you. So you just lift it up. There you go. And then just make sure it locks into place like that. You can see now the base doesn't fall. I'm just going to come this way to show you how the pedals fold in. I'm going to twist it a little bit like this. And that's it. You literally bring your pedals up. Look there. Like so. I just move this fabric a little bit here. And then that way the pedals go nice inside. Look at that. Look how easy this was to fold away. I can now take this whole thing. Now this thing is heavy because I've got an 18 Newton meter wheelbase on here and a solid set of pedals. But yeah, this here will very easily fit into a small broom closet. I'd say depending on the door, maybe perhaps behind the door, but it is a good, what I would say maybe about 2 foot wide. But I mean, this is how small this footprint is. And then when you want to race, it is as simple as, just unfolding it, and simsalabim, you are racing again. So yeah, 100% in my opinion, it is a lot less effort to set this up than what it is for you to go and struggle with M-clamps on a desk. And it is just so much easier. And you've got a pedal tray that, your pedals aren't moving under your desk. So I definitely think this is 100% a step up from racing at a desk. Ow. Forgot the roof, isn't it? Ow. Adjusting the pedal tray is very, very easy. You've got these 2 screws here And yeah, it's as easy as, you know, pushing it in. Now you got the pedals, you know, a bit closer to you, or you can pull them out, and yeah, you just tighten your screws. And this is rock solid. These do not, even with hard pushing, these do not move. When these screws are tightened, they are nice and tight. However, see here, I had problems, and I'll show you some footage. When I was braking a little bit hard, these sprung out. I'll be able to, oh, you see, I mean, I'm pushing it that hard, my pedal tray came loose. And yeah, the clips just didn't work. I took just simple cable ties, and works absolutely perfectly. But yeah, maybe they should just add some cable ties in, or make that mount a little bit more sturdy. But for me, it works with, even as you've seen folding the rig away, the cable ties does an absolute fantastic job. So that's what I recommend you do. Just a few cable ties to make sure that this pedal tray does not detach from the main rig itself. Getting in and out the rig is easy. You just undo your little clamp over there, and then this whole thing folds open. Look at that. Just like so. And quite cleverly, they've got this little bar there that prevents this thing from tipping over. So yeah, really nice. Get in, and you will come and sit down. Now, I am heavy. I'm 105 kilograms, like 222 pounds, I think it is. And yeah, this seat definitely holds me, plus all this heavy equipment, no problem. And that is you ready to race. A couple of things when it comes to the seating position itself. You cannot move this forwards and backwards. Of course, I showed you can move the pedals closer and further away from you. Very, very easy. However, this base, the way you would actually get closer and further away from the base itself is adjusting the seat. You would take the seat back, and then that would take you further away from the wheelbase, and you would raise your seat up, and that will bring you a little bit closer. And yeah, it is very, very easy to do. Let's talk a bit about the base itself. Now, this base here is rock solid. Holding this is rock solid. However, where these bars go into the main rig itself, you can see I can lift it. There's a slight bit of play. Now, this play is something that I would never ever notice while I'm actually driving, but when I am playing around, yeah, look, I mean, I can definitely see it. You know, you do kind of, just when you're racing, things like that you lose track of, and you're just having fun. So it's not a big issue. However, I think just having a simple bar that you can mount on here and goes down here and tighten it on both sides would have just added that extra stability. I do think, however, this would be something that you're going to find with all of these type of rigs. Then one issue I did have was with let me remove this wheel, was with this here, the actual handbrake and shifter mounting plate. This plate here is too short. So even when I'm taking something like this SimLab handbrake, which is a smaller handbrake, you know, it's not a very large handbrake compared to my other handbrakes, that they even take up a lot more space. And you can see there, I can maybe mount it on the back or the front, but I'll never be able to solidly mount this handbrake on here. And then of course you can see the angle as well is a little bit odd. While it'd be like this, you would then have to pull, you know, kind of downwards instead of, you know, so just something to think about. A lot of handbrakes, you can obviously adjust the angle of the handbrake itself. If you were to do the sequential shifter, look at this Moser one, also a small compact unit, but it is still, there's no way for me to mount this and it being secure. So I would have wanted to see a little bit more space here when it came to this little bracket that you attach. Now, you can take this bracket off and you can mount it on this side as well if you want to drive on the wrong side of the road, that is. Adjusting the angle of the base is very easy. There's a knob down here, and it works with these teeth, these gears. That works very, very well. And you can see it's quite easy, you know, a wide range, you know, to suit everybody. I just like it, you know, obviously facing towards me with a little bit of an upwards angle. And I would then just tighten it. And yeah, I mean, this thing here is solid. So it's as easy as that to just get the angle. You might want a different, if you have a Formula position to a GT position, it is very easy to raise this chair up and you're sitting upright like you are in a, you know, GT car. And if you then want to perhaps drive a Formula car, you set your seat back, come down here and lower this wheelbase a little bit, and yeah, you are then in more of a Formula style position. So that is a nice little selling point as well. You can adjust the lumbar support by this strap over here, and it is surprisingly effective. I did not think that a strap like this would make such a big difference, but if I were to take this just here by hand, you can see there how squishy it is, you know, and this might be okay. You might want a nice you know, arc for your back, but if you perhaps want a bit more support, let me put you down there. I would just tighten this up, and look at this now, you know. So yeah, that is a nice little feature to have, to be honest with you, and I do like it. My final thoughts. What do I think about this Racgting 301 Challenger? Listen here, it is 100% better than sitting at a desk and racing. You know, I do think that this is a step up. You're going to have an enhanced experience racing like this. The fact that you can now move it in front of your TV, you can move it in front of your desk where your monitor is, and you can just fold it away when you're not using it is fantastic. I myself love folding this rig away because I use this screen here to make some B-roll for my videos, and then I don't want this rig to be in the way. So I come and set up my little table over here, then I put my product here, and then I've got my TV in the background, and then yeah, when I want to come and race here on, for you know, F1, or I've been doing a lot of the Wreckfest 2 I've been doing, and I've been enjoying that as well. And yeah, then I'm sitting here and I'm having an absolute ball, and yeah, hours pass. The fact that the seat is made of a suede-like material and not that fake pleather is a big plus in my book, because I can sit here for an hour or two and my back doesn't get sweaty or icky. Yeah, the only bad thing I can say is this here, I would have wanted a bigger plate here for my handbrake and my shifters. Yes, your Logitech and your Thrustmaster shifters will probably, you know, fit on here no problem. However, yeah, any third-party shifters or handbrakes, you're going to have a problem mounting it on here. So that I do think can be improved. Talking about this wobble here, I actually went and I mounted a desk clamp here onto my desk, and I actually felt how the Logitech and the Thrustmasters were on my desk, and the amount of play in them is actually ridiculous, even if I properly screwed down them. And so this year, even with this wobble, it's a very big improvement. Like I said, when you start racing, I mean, I'm going to show you some clips here of me racing. That wobble, you do not even feel it. When you are in the moment and you are racing, you just don't feel it. Overall, can I recommend this rig to you? Yes. If you are sitting now and you are driving at a desk, this year 100% is a step up. I had to put the cable ties down there so that the actual wheel deck does not come apart from the main deck. But look here, I can push down as hard. I mean, I'm excessively pushing hard on this brake, even holding onto here to give it extra force, and it's going nowhere. That you cannot do at a desk. At a desk, you're always trying to have your pedals and your, you know, your wheels on your actual chair not move. So this here is going to give you a better experience and possibly better lap times, because yeah, like, I mean, look here, your pedals aren't moving back and forth. There's not as much play as there would be at a desk. Anyway, thank you very much, Racgting, for sending me this little rig over here. I have enjoyed it, and I definitely will be enjoying it in the future as well. You watching at home, thank you very much for watching. It is much appreciated as always, and consider subscribing, because I've got a monster, and I mean a monster rig coming my way, which I can't wait to share with you. Anyway, I hope your next race is a winner. Hallelujah.